Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Putraji Pangestu, and this is a Sociolinguistics and ELT assignment about supporting Palestine by spreading awareness using boycott. Well, let's get started. So, what is boycott? A boycott is a voluntary refusal to use from buying or do business with a person, organization, or country in order to express protest or disapproval. It is a type of economic social protest in which individuals or groups deliberately refrain from supporting a specific product, service, or entity due to perceived injustice, objectionable practices, or political reasons. Boycotts can take many forms, such as refusing to buy produce from a specific company, avoiding certain services, or refraining from participating in the economy of an entire country. They are frequently used to express dissatisfaction in a non-violent manner and can be motivated by social, political, environmental, or ethical concerns. Individuals, advocacy groups, and even governments can initiate boycotts. A boycott's objectives may include effective change in the targeted entities, policies, or practices, raising awareness about a specific issue, or influencing public opinion. A boycott's effectiveness varies, and its impact is determined by factors such as public support, media coverage, and the ability to sustain the boycott over time. Next, understanding conflict issues. Understand the context and complexity of political and conflict issues in the region. Before taking action, it is important to understand Israel's often sensitive and complex issues. The issues of boycotting Israel or supporting Israeli products is deeply rooted in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, a long-running and complex political and territorial dispute in the Middle East. The conflict involves historical, religious, and nationalistic elements, and opinions on the subject can be extremely divisive. The following are key points that contribute to the debate and influence decisions to boycott Israel or its products. The first one, the Israel-Palestinian conflict involves competing national aspirations and claims to the same territory. The establishment of the State of Israel in 1948, as well as subsequent events, have resulted in ongoing tensions with both Israelis and Palestinians claiming right to the land. Number 2. Occupation of Palestinian territories. The Israeli occupation of the West Bank and East Jerusalem, which Palestinians seek for a future independent state, is a key issue. Israeli settlement construction in these areas has been a major source of contention. Number 3. Human rights concerns. Opponents of Israel's policies claim that the occupation has resulted in human rights violations, such as restriction on movement, confiscation of land, and restrictions on access to basic services for Palestinians. Some also criticize Israel's West Bank barrier construction. Number 4. Gaza Strip and blockade. Another focal point is the situation in the Gaza Strip, where Palestinians face economic hardship and restricted movement. Israel maintains its blockade of Gaza, citing security concerns, despite criticism that it contributes to a humanitarian crisis. Number 5. International law and resolutions. Opponents of Israeli policies point to various United Nations resolutions and international legal principles that condemn specific actions, such as settlement construction in occupied territories. Number 6. Boycott, divestment, and sanctions, or BDS movement. The BDS movement is a global campaign calling for a boycott of Israeli goods and services, divestment from companies involved in the occupation, and the imposition of sanctions on Israel until it complies with international law and respects Palestinian rights. Number 7. Political and ethical perspective. Individuals and organizations may choose to boycott Israel products or those that support Israel in order to express solidarity with the Palestinian cause or to exert economic and political pressure on Israel to change its policies. It is important to note that opinions on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict differ greatly, and not everyone agrees or supports the boycott of Israel or its products. Some argue that such boycotts are either counterproductive or oversimplify a complex geopolitical issue. Others believe that targeted economic interventions can influence political change and advance human rights. The debate is ongoing, and the range of opinions reflects that complexities of the conflict. Next, fact-based information. Make sure the information you receive about products and companies is accurate and fact-based. In the age of digital information, it is important to verify the validity of information before deciding to boycott a product. First, visit the official websites of the companies that make the products you're looking into. Companies frequently provide information about their values, locations, and corporate social responsibility initiatives. Number 2, news articles and reports. Look for news articles or reports that may provide insights into controversies or affiliations of specific companies or products. Reputable news sources frequently cover corporate practices and affiliations. Then, number 3, consumer advocacy groups. Some consumer advocacy groups or non-governmental organizations or NGOs focus on corporate practices, human rights, and social justice. Check to see if these organizations have any information or campaign related to Israeli products. And number 4, explore social media platforms. By using online forums or community discussions where individuals can share information and experiences about specific products or brands. Be mindful of different points of view. And number 5, websites for fact-checking. Use fact-checking websites to verify claims and information. Fact-checkers evaluate the accuracy of statements and can assist you in distinguish between factual and false information. You can see the link below from bdnash.com. You can search from there and you can use that website through your phone or through your PC, and you can either type in the brand that you are concerned about if it got boycott or not, or you could just take a picture of it. Comprehensive approach. Find out if a boycott is the best course of action or if there are other, more beneficial ways to support peace and conflict resolution. Research products and companies. Conduct extensive research on the products and companies you intend to boycott. Determine their connections, ownership, and business practices. Checking product labels, company websites, and independent sources may be necessary. The first one, determine the effectiveness. Consider the potential consequences of your boycott will help to bring about positive change. Evaluate the effectiveness of your actions in achieving your stated goals. Number 2, participate in dialogue. Consider engaging in open and respectful dialogue with people who hold opposing viewpoints. Understanding different points of view can help you gain a more complete understanding of the issues at hand. And number 3, consider the following alternatives. Investigate alternatives to boycotting. Engage with business with products that share your values. Supporting ethical business is just as important as avoiding those with whom you disagree. Number 4, stay informed. Stay up to date on developments in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Circumstances can change, and staying up to date ensures that your decisions are based on the most up-to-date information. Then number 5, recognize local context. Recognize that individual experiences and local context can differ. Make no assumptions about people or business based solely on their location or nationality. Remember that while individual actions are important, they are only one aspect of dealing with complex geopolitical issues. Continuous learning, engagement, and a commitment to promoting positive change are all part of a comprehensive approach. Or the next form of boycott. Choose the type of boycott that shows your beliefs and goals. This could mean not buying goods, not investing in certain companies, or participating in awareness campaigns through social media. For example, number 1, consumer boycotts. There are two types of consumer boycotts. There are product boycotts and service boycotts. The product boycotts, due to ethical concerns, consumers may refuse to purchase specific products or brands associated with a company or country. And the service boycotts, customers may refuse to use the services of a specific company or industry. And number 2, selective patronage. Consumers may choose to support alternative products, services, or companies that align with their values rather than those that are boycotted. Number 3, investment boycotts. Investors may withdraw from companies or industries they are suspected of engaging in unethical practices. This type of boycott is frequently linked to socially responsible investing. And number 4, labor boycotts occur when employees refuse to work for a specific company, industry, or cause. As a form of protest, labor unions may organize strikes or work stoppages. And then finally, responsible boycott. Engaging in a responsible boycott of Israeli products or those perceived to support Israel does not necessitate an anarchist mindset. Responsible activism is defined by actions that are thoughtful, informed, and constructive. The first one, clear objectives. Clearly define your boycott objectives. Having clear objectives help guide your actions, whether they are related to human rights, concerns, specific policies, or geopolitical issues. Number 2, focus your boycott on specific products, companies, or policies that are directly related to the issues you care about. Avoid broad or indiscriminate actions. Number 3, nonviolent activism. Accept nonviolent activism. Nonviolence is a powerful tool for social change that can help bridge gaps between communities and with opposing viewpoints. Alright, that is all from my video. I'm sorry if I misspoke something, and I hope this will helpful in the future. And also, free Palestine. Thank you.